You've probably asked yourself this at least once in your life. Does God exist? My answer for you is, I don't know. But, does Morgan Freeman exist? Yes. And for me, that is good enough. Hello everyone, this is Stevie, your host, and we're back at it again with a list of interesting things you didn't know about people, mainly celebs and movie stars. I like celebs and movie stars. This time, we'll teach you a thing or two about Morgan Freeman, God himself. Is that offensive, calling Morgan Freeman God? I don't think so. Here are 93 interesting things about Morgan Freeman. Let's begin. 1. Born June 1st, 1937 in Memphis, Tennessee, to a Mamie Edna, his mother, and Morgan Porterfield Freeman, his father. His mother was a teacher, and his father, well, he was a barber. 2. His father was also an alcoholic who died of cirrhosis in 1961. 3. When he was 16, he caught a bad case of pneumonia. 4. He began acting at the age of 9. He started in a school play. 5. He won a drama competition at the age of 12. 6. He didn't even want to participate in the competition. It was punishment for pulling a chair from underneath a classmate. 7. In high school, he got a job at a radio show. It was due to his lovely voice. 8. He received a drama scholarship, but turned it down to join the Air Force. He was an automatic tracking radar repairman. 9. After 4 years in the military, he finally moved to California. There, he took acting classes and dance lessons. 10. He made his Broadway debut in 1968 in an all-black iteration of Hey Dolly. 11. His first film was Who Says I Can't Ride a Rainbow? 12. He became better known due to the soap opera Another World and The Electric Company. 13. He believes his first breakthrough role was for Fast Black in Street Smart. 14. While they were filming, he accidentally cuts Christopher Reeves with a sugar glass bottle. 15. While pursuing acting in his early life, he was still active in theater and drama, winning 3 Obie Awards. 16. His charge into fame came after the release of the movie Driving Miss Daisy and Glory. 17. He's an avid fan of aeronautics and space exploration. 18. He was in the Broadway musical called 8, which was based on the California overturning of Proposition 8, which proposed a ban on same-sex marriage. 19. His directorial debut was Bofa, which was about a black police officer in South Africa. 20. He had always wanted to make a Nelson Mandela biopic. Thank God Invictus was created, starring Morgan Freeman. 21. Freeman has been featured in a few Visa commercials. 22. He has had 2 marriages and 2 divorces. 23. In an effort to preserve the honeybees, he opened up a bee sanctuary on land that he owned. 24. At 15, he knew he wanted to be a pilot, but after joining the military, he knew they weren't going to let him fly planes, and he knew military life was not for him. 25. He obtained a private pilot's license at 65. 26. Due to an accident in 2008, he could no longer move the fingers in his left hand. 27. He owns and operates a blues club in Mississippi called Ground Zero. 28. His favorite actors are Gary Cooper, Spencer Tracy, and Sidney Poitier. 29. He looks up to Sidney Poitier the most because Sidney achieved great things during a time when people like him didn't think they could. 30. Some of his favorite movie scenes involve airplanes. Go figure. 31. Dreams of becoming a pilot caused him to join the Air Force instead of becoming an actor right after high school. 32. Although having been nominated before, he didn't win an Academy Award until $1 Million Baby. 33. The first movie he ever saw was King Kong. 34. He had a fear of flying when he was younger. 35. He owns 3 planes that he can fly. 36. After the Electric Company was cancelled, he developed a small drinking problem. 37. His role as Red in Shawshank Redemption almost went to Tom Hanks, and this was mainly because Red was supposed to be Irish. 38. All his movies in total have grossed over $4.5 billion. 39. He received the SAG 54th Lifetime Achievement Award. 40. After winning a Golden Globe for Driving Miss Daisy, he says his mother used to tell him all the time, "Boy, I'm gonna take you to Hollywood." He poignantly ends a comment while raising the award up, saying, "Look what they did," showing that he had finally made it to Hollywood. 41. In 2012, Sidney Poitier presented the Cecil B. DeMille Award to Morgan Freeman. Sidney Poitier exclaimed that Morgan Freeman's great career as an actor is due to the fact that he becomes a character and the characters become him. 42. Freeman says, "If you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life." Thus, he hasn't worked for the last 45 years. 43. He produced a show called Madam Secretary. It finished in 2019 after 6 seasons. 44. He wishes he could be a better actor and an even better golfer. 45. In 1980, he was about to give up on acting since he needed to pay rent. The day he was about to give up, he got a call from Paul Newman and landed a small role in a movie. It wasn't a big role, but it kept him going. 46. His first on-screen kiss was in Street Smart. 47. He believes religion is a human construct. 48. He doesn't want to be called African American. 49. At Los Angeles City College, he had a voice and diction coach, which he claims might be part of the reason why he has such an amazing voice. 50. In the UK, there was a poll where Morgan Freeman was voted the sexiest voice in America. 51. He keeps suits from the sets of movies he's been in. 52. He learned how to properly look into a camera due to a Michael Caine masterclass in acting. One eye on your subject, one eye on the camera. 53. He has a tattoo of a heart on his arm. 54. He enjoys his voice. 55. In an airport in Dallas, he was once confused for Denzel Washington. 56. He'll never ask for a body double in a nude scene. 57. In 1979, he went on a 30-foot sailboat from New York to Bermuda. 58. He once conducted an interview while sucking on helium with Jimmy Fallon. 59. He's considered switching his citizenship to English so he could be knighted. Imagine Sir Morgan Freeman. 60. He'd be too scared to rob a bank because he's afraid to go to jail. 61. As he's gotten older, he prefers to stay at home than being on the road. 62. If a movie was made about his life, he'd want Corey Jackson to play him. Corey Jackson and Morgan Freeman both played versions of the same character in the movie 5 Flights Up. 63. Him and Michael Caine are good friends in real life. 64. In Going in Style, Michael Caine and Morgan Freeman did not rehearse a scene where they ride down the street in an electric cart. The basket was so comfortable, he didn't want to get out of it. 65. He says the box office failure of The Shawshank Redemption was due to the fact that people couldn't remember how to say the title. 66. At one point, he owned 7 horses. 67. Clint Eastwood let Morgan Freeman pick his role for $1 Million Baby. 68. Morgan Freeman believed Clint Eastwood should have received an Oscar for $1 Million Baby. 69. His fear for Invictus was that he was not good with accents. Thus, he was scared of messing up the portrayal of Nelson Mandela. 70. For his role in Invictus, he got to meet Nelson Mandela and learn firsthand how to better portray him in the film. It really helped him nail that accent. 71. He voiceovers himself in an appearance on The Late Night Show with James Corden for the opening segment. 72. He has said that in order to get women to notice you, you don't chase them, you let them chase you. I think that only works if you're Morgan Freeman. 73. His favorite director is Clint Eastwood. 74. He's never been to Norway. 75. He used to stage fights in the open public with one of his best friends. 76. He has an Instagram account, but he has stated that he does not go on social media. It's probably his team running it. 77. His go-to food and possibly favorite meal is cornbread, collard greens, and fried chicken. 78. His favorite ice cream flavor is vanilla. 79. The reason he wanted to be in Shawshank Redemption was that when he first read the script, he knew he couldn't miss this opportunity. 80. He has 4 children. 81. He does not like it when people do impressions of him. 82. When he did feed his bees, because you know he owns bees, he would not wear a bee suit. 83. He hosted an award show in Switzerland for physicists. 84. He's done 3 films with Ellen Barkin where they have never come into contact while filming. 85. Unforgiven was his first film with Clint Eastwood. 86. He smokes weed. 87. He's never regretted turning down a role. He's only regretted failing to get a role. 88. He does not like to watch himself on screen. 89. He enjoys all genres of film. 90. He's a night owl. TV keeps him up. 91. The accomplishment he'd want most is to win Best Film for a movie that was produced by his film team. 92. One person that he has named that he's wanted to work with that he's never worked with before was Meryl Streep. And that's funny because our last interesting fact is 93. In 2016, there was a rumor going around that Future was the love child of Meryl Streep and Morgan Freeman. Now that's interesting. Thanks again, guys. Another list down, another day's work for the people done. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know who you'd want to know more about. I'm Stevie. Peace and love. Guys, I'm not a hippie.